This past day, my feed on social media has been entirely filled with James O'Keefe busted trying to discredit Roy Moore's accusers. I think that he was clearly attempting to demonstrate how low the standards of sexual accusations are. Accusations that can lead to ruining somebody's life just from an accusation. O'Keefe failed to demonstrate this, which gives more credibility to the Washington Post, showing that they do their due journalistic diligence. One interesting thing before we go on, apparently the way that the Washington Post found out that this fake story was from Project Veritas was that they followed the accusing woman after she left the building. I just felt I should mention that, as I found it a bit creepy. People are found guilty, trial by Twitter, before they ever face their accusers or have their day in court. Is this okay? Is this a world you want to live in? Moral outrage is not the proper barometer to determine whether or not somebody is a criminal. A simple accusation is enough to cripple somebody's potential in the future. Just look at the man that Mattress Girl accused, and he turned out to be the real victim in the scenario. According to a National Review article regarding Mattress Girl and Paul Nungesser, while the details are confidential, the university issued a statement acknowledging that after the conclusion of the investigation, Paul's remaining time at Columbia became very difficult for him and not what Columbia would want any of its students to experience. Paul Nungesser was assumed to be guilty before he was proven innocent, and even when he was proven innocent, his reputation was still in the mud. What would happen to you if accusations like this came out? Would it be too difficult for somebody who dislikes you to coordinate maybe 10 or more people to come out with heinous things to say about you to the press? Politics is a dirty game, and given the climate since Weinstein, I think people have forgotten to give everybody the benefit of the doubt until there is something beyond a person's word that something has happened. Let's take Al Franken, for instance. There are many photos of him appearing to be a massive creep, and hey, this might all just be an ongoing joke he has in pictures that he takes, sort of like an inside joke among friends that he pretends to be a creep in photographs. However, the image is too powerful in anybody's mind to just forget about it. An image, or especially video footage, speaks much louder than a single anonymous accusation from the dark corners of social media. How about Kevin Spacey, who has denied the claims against him? Still, people have already come to the consensus that he is guilty, and he will likely never work in show business again. Knowledge of Spacey's behavior was not a well-kept secret, as rumors of his behavior has been around for years. However, rumors are just that, rumors, and I would prefer to see police reports over a witch hunt any day. With regards to timing of the release of accusations like this one, take a look at Louis C.K. I feel like the accusations against him were a coordinated effort to seemingly prevent his new movie that he was promoting from getting the public attention it was likely going to receive. The timing of accusations always seemed to play a pivotal role in determining the motive. And to me, it seems like they were seeking to harm Louis C.K. financially in an act of revenge. There is no absolute good or absolute evil, and just because these accusers have dealt with some bad situations, to put it lightly, does not mean that they are any more morally just than anybody else with an axe to grind. Unfortunately, we do not live in an ideal world where everybody tells the truth. Every person on this planet has their own motive and has the capacity to manipulate others to further their own agenda. This is the reason why we need to have some sort of proof beyond just an accusation, even more than one accusation, which in Roy Moore's case was important for the accuser to bring forth a yearbook, demonstrating that they may have known each other back in 1977. There has been some speculation on both the handwriting of the yearbook, which appears to have two different types of O's, as well as two different pen colors, which seems to be black on the left and blue on the right. Another thing I wanted to point out is the fact that they wrote the date twice. I personally do not have a horse in this race other than integrity in journalism. The Washington Post has demonstrated that they do have some remaining, although they might have lost some of it as they stalked a woman who came to them with fake accusations. Ends justify the means, right? I am disappointed that James did not find somebody who was more clever and who was able to pull the wool over their eyes. and come together with a more compelling story and really show the world how biased they really are at the Post. Instead, following this sting operation, as they are calling it, they end up looking better than they did beforehand. But instead of being proud of not taking the bait, they are now gloating about not taking the bait.